Hello, my name is Trent. I call myself the Healing Hermit, and I'm an energy healer. Today's session is about commitment, making a decision and sticking to it, having a goal and not giving up till you get there, or having a relationship and committing to that fully. Your desire for self-discovery or freedom or peace or happiness, whatever, to be able to commit to that. I think it's something that we've all struggled with. It's like we all have one part of ourselves that's full of desire, and another part of ourselves that can either match that desire with intention and action, or it can resist that desire. And a lot of the times that feels unconscious or out of our control, especially for those with ADHD or any other mental disabilities or states of mind or trauma, so many varying ways that the mind can kind of lock away our willpower and stunt its effects, so that even if we have a lot of willpower, it just feels like we still won't move, the change still doesn't happen. So I thought it would be nice to get help from Reiki to do some energy healing on commitment itself, to bring in the energy of committing fully. For me, it's committing fully to myself and to my own happiness and to serving the world, to helping. And that can come in many forms. But this is one of those forms. So I am staying true to my commitment just by making this video. But I think our mind needs constant proof that we are sticking to our commitment, because it can build up a kind of reservoir of self-resentment or self-doubt or some self-image that builds up over time when we don't do what we want to do, when we don't follow our dreams, when we don't answer the call of our heart's desire. So, this session is about committing fully and completely to whatever it is you truly want. And this can be as superficial as, not superficial in a bad way, but just like going to the gym or eating healthier. And that's profound. It has profound effects on your life. But it can also be deeper or even more abstract. Just commitment to love, commitment to all being, commitment to living a life of peace or having gratitude or being more present. There's so many ways we can commit and benefit the world and ourselves. So I think commitment is easy once it's done, because once you've committed fully, then nothing can stop you. The hard part is getting to the commitment, to actually have the energy to keep that up. And I think the easiest way for commitment to occur, because if we do it by force, if we use up all of our energy to commit one day, the next day we lose the commitment because we used up all of our energy. So how do we make a commitment that's easy for us? Well, just like in relationships, or when you're really in love with something, creative project, a dream, a person, there is this ease to commitment because you don't want anything else. You're in love. And so love is such a driving force. This appreciation, this inspiration. So we can look at what inspires us within what we want to commit to and evoke that place in us that wants it so bad it can be easy. As if you want something bad enough, you'll be willing to go through anything to get it. And so this energy healing isn't just to give you the feeling of commitment or to put all the responsibility on you. It's also to rid the obstacles or distractions or the limitations placed on you that are out of your control, to have the energy work on those things so that when you do commit, when you do place your best foot forward, the universe is supporting that. Your mind, your brain can support that instead of fight it. So we'll get started now. Your job is to just sit back and relax. Take some time to be yourself. And just for this time, you can put down the whole world, all the beauties and horrors of it, the whole shebang. You can just be for now. And let the energy do its work. And then by the end, you can come back out if you want, or you just stay relaxed. All right, we'll get started. You may click off this video now if all you wanted was the session, but now I'm going to give my afterthoughts. Thank you. So, for me, what came through in this session was immediately the energy of a full commitment, and it felt amazing. It felt joyous and empowering. And there was this willingness to say yes to things that I usually wouldn't. Almost asking myself, like, usual questions like, do you want this? Will you commit to this? And I found myself saying yes much easier with this energy present, and almost surprised myself with how easy just saying yes can be. And then at the end, I got the message, sometimes we think like commitment is picking up the weapon and charging forward, picking up our shield and sword, going into battle. But I heard sometimes it takes losing our shields. And I saw how a lot of the lack of commitment can be a fear of being perceived, of being judged, of being rejected, of failing. And it's our defenses protecting us from feelings of inadequacy or shame or pain of any kind, that or even just discomfort, or even just the fear of the unknown, that these are defenses that we put up. And often our commitment to something may be that we really want something, but our defensiveness, blocks that. We may want a really good relationship, but our resistance, our defense against intimacy or vulnerability, or being exposed or seen, can prevent that. We may want to commit to going to the gym, but we fear being perceived or judged, or we just don't like the discomfort of changing our diet or changing our way of being every day. Those are just examples. They don't have to be your examples, obviously, but the fundamental core of the message is that, one, when you make the commitment, when you really go for it, it feels quite exciting and adventurous and easy in a sense. The challenge comes in, really, what are you willing to give up to do it, to commit? And in a way, we have to lose our own self-identity, how we have shored it up, how we have built up this house of cards and called it me and what I'm capable of and what my limitations are. And there are limitations. There are certain things in life that no matter how much commitment, it's just not going to happen. We can all want to fly without planes and defy gravity, but it's not going to happen no matter how much we commit to that idea. And there can be limitations that are not just of the laws of nature, of course, but financial limitations, physical limitations, disabilities, mental limitations, mental illness. And so I don't want to discount any of those things. The limitations are real. But if there is any part of our play in it all, commitment has to be addressed. This is even with your limitations, you can still be committed to being happy or to not suffer more than you already do. Or you can be committed to helping others not suffer the way that you do. Or you can be committed to your healing journey or your pain relief journey, or mental healing journey. That there is always somewhere you can commit to, even if it's in your last moments, or sickness and old age catch up to you if we're lucky. We get that far. In that moment, you can commit to what you want. For me, it could be gratitude for the life I've lived, committing to love, committing to, if I have the time, to sending out that love. So, I really like this energy. I really like the idea of it. I like the theme of it. And I might even return to it one day, because I think it's so important. Because really, if you commit fully to something, you can go all the way. I really like the idea of creative projects and how everything you see in art and film and in dancing and in performance arts of all kinds, that is humans collectively committing to a goal. Buildings and cities it's all commitment. Someone had to commit to making that happen. So, anything is possible. The sky's the limit when we commit. So, as always, I would love to hear your experience with the session. And like and share and subscribe if you feel called to. It really helps push it all out to the algorithm so that those that need it can find it. Thank you so much. See you next time.